sponsors 10-year tip with Gary Dibley.
Hello everybody again, it's Kat again. Gary's still not with us, but then again, he is busy, you know. He spent all the weekend making boxes? Box mods? No. What is he doing? I know what it is, he's making benches for his workshop, that's right. He's been sitting on the floor hammering. We've seen him on the Hangout. If you watched the Hangout show, you would have seen him yourself, hammering away, annoying the hell out of everybody. But that's what Gary does, and he does it very well. But he will be back shortly, as soon as he gets that all sorted out. I have got a little bit of video though from him that he sent in from his holidays. Just a little bit. Would you like to see it? It's showing something. Well, shut up, Kat. Watch it for yourself.
Just filming 2 seconds for the 10-year tip show. Nothing at all to do with vaping. That's the umbrella. It's not where I'm on holiday. We're here. But just wanted to let you know it was very kind of Dave Dorm to lend me his boat. Cheers, Dave.
And wasn't it kind of Dave Dorn to lend him that boat? I think Dave would probably say it was fuchsia. I'd say it was Barbie pink, wouldn't you? Anyway, without further ado, although there's always further ado, we've got a show for you. Mark once again has stepped into the breach, once more into the breach, dear Mark, and he's going to be showing you some more of that box mod. We've got parts 3 and 4. And I've got a little break in the middle, and I'm going to show you a little bit of video that Daz, Vaping Daz, very kindly sent me. And it's a review. It is. It's a review of the Eco Twist. So that'll be interesting. And I'll put that in the middle, you know, break things up a bit. So I hope you're going to enjoy that. And of course I'll be around to do a bit of chatting as I tend to, but you know that. You're used to me doing all that, aren't you? So I'm not going to talk anymore for the minute. I'm going to hand you over to the first part, or should I say part 3 of Mark's box mod. Have a look at this.
Right, here we go again. Back with the next stages. Now, as you might notice, I've skipped a few things here. I've put 3 wires down the centre. One of them is the negative. That's going up to this connector. Going up to this connector here. And the other 2 wires, positive and negative, to this connector. And they're coming through the hole that we drilled earlier out to the case. That's where the charging will go when we get to that. I've put a connector on the switch also, the potentiometer, and the atomizer connector. And just a word on the atomizer connectors. The one I'm actually using today is one of these pre-wired and sealed 510 connectors. This one I got from Liberty Flights. And if you're not confident, if you're not overly confident with your soldering skills, these are really handy to have. Save a lot of work. Because I found soldering to the outside these can be tricky sometimes. find a bit awkward, so well worth an investment if you're not sure. These I tend to use when I'm short on space in a mod, because being unwired I can cut this collar right down so it's flush inside. It makes a much smaller one and gives me a bit extra space to play with. But I'm running this one, so we'll go with one of these. Now I've skipped most of the soldering because it'll take forever, and B, my soldering skills aren't the best. If you want to learn how to solder, I suggest you watch some of Gary's videos. He's much better than me for that sort of thing. Right, so I've got the potentiometer. I've decided to use this one as opposed to this one that I used in my old one. This has that potentiometer in, but I found, because you're quite limited on space, it's quite hard to adjust this, and it gets quite stiff, so I'm going for one with a bigger end on it, just to make life a bit easier for myself. Right, so we've got all these bits and we need something to attach them to, and that'll be the DNA board. This is how it comes. Pre-drilled holes ready for soldering, and it's, I don't know how well this will pick up in here. There you go. It's labelled as to what hole is what. Those three there are for your potentiometer. Negative, slider, positive. That's your atomizer connector, negative and positive. On this end you've got your switch, two holes there for the switch. Center two holes are the pass-through for the charging. And these two holes are your battery, negative and positive. Positives are all to this side, except for the potentiometer. So you can attach your components direct to the board, or you can put wires through the holes off to your components, but I've found it's a lot easier if you can get some of these connectors and solder the connector directly through there, and then whatever you're doing here you can either solder this, or you can get the opposite, the female connector, and just plug them in. It makes it a lot easier to take stuff back off, because if you solder anything, a wire through this hole, getting the wire back out and clearing the hole so you can put something else in if you need to is a real nightmare. It's much better if you can at the very least put pins on, you can just solder to the pin and then desolder it. It's a lot easier. So you solder these in place now. I've pre-cut these because they come in a long strip, so I've cut this to 6 on this side, and I've got a 3 and a 2 for the other side. So just a matter of soldering the pins up. This should be interesting on camera. Clean off the tip and tin it up. It's not going to work. 2 seconds. So I'm going to just pop the one back over. Should No, it's not. On the other way now. Right. Just have to do this by hand, I think. So. There we go. The pin is nice and straight, that's the important bit. It's only really a problem with the first one, because after that it just holds it in place. So just a matter in solder. Turn up the tip and shake too much. See why I'm not going to be showing you much of my soldering skills. A little bit warm on the heatsink. And there you have it. The other side. I should mention that these pins, one side is ever so slightly shorter than the other, but I won't show it very here. You want the short side to be going through the holes. Leave the long side for whatever connector you're going to be working with. So let's just see if I can show this in slightly. That was all there. And you're done. Except again, it's not straight. So just heat up the solder. And let's just move into place. Much better. So now we pop it back down there. Just a quick dab. Down, he says. Just like that. And that's 3 good joints, right? And the last one. This one's probably only a little bit hot. I'm going to room to work with. So, just a matter. So let's make sure it's straight first, shall we? And just drop this solder in. And just drop it down. Finish that one up properly. That's a tad warm. And the only problem with using these blocks is that the pins can bend out of the way as you're soldering because this plastic heats up. That they'll do. So that's our DNA board and ready to go. Simple. Next, back to our box. First job, pop in the atomizer connector. Get that about there. Now our super glue. Zoom out. Hopefully this hole isn't sealed up. Let's get some of the brush on, it's got to be a lot easier. Tube ticks. Okay, I managed to stick this without gluing myself to everything. Now I've got a mess of glue on the end. I've been squeezing the tube. Just a small amount all the way around the rim. This will help stick it in place and hopefully help to seal it off so any juice that gets spilled around the top here won't get inside. I've got a feeling that's more than enough, if not too much. And that's my finger stuck to everything. Genius. So, just push that flat on there. And that's not straight. At all, in fact, but that's the way it's going to end up. It's now stuck well and truly in place, and wipe off very quickly the excess, and that'll do. So, that's not what you want to happen, is it? Sorry about that. I'm going to need a bit of camera stand.
Liberty Flight sponsors 10-year tip
the GG because you want one.
iVapor and iVapor Elixir, based in Yorkshire, for your e-cig needs. That's iVapor.co.uk and iVapor-elixir.co.uk. iVapor and iVapor-elixir.co.uk, proud sponsors of VaporTrails.tv.
Do you want your cash to scratch a little bit further? Do you want a safer cig? Then you need Safer Cigs, a proud sponsor of VaporTrails.tv. Go to www.safercigs.co.uk, stretchman.
Right, we're now going to go over and have a look at part 2. Part 4. Part 4 of Mark's box mod. And let's see what else we'll have to do with DNAs and things like that, which all you people out there understand, but not me. God, I'm the wrong one to present this programme, aren't I? But never mind. Let's have a look at part 4.
Basically, you connect everything up when you use this now. So, let's just see how we go. Atomizer connector, making sure that you get positive and negative the right way around, and all of these can do some, I've broken one connecting it up the wrong way. Now this side, switch, just there. And this one is the charger, which will go in the middle, but I'm not going to connect that yet because it'll just short out because it's just bare wires on the other end. So power, and this one. Now depending on which way around you connect this, as you see, you've got a black on either end and a red in the middle. If I plug it in one way, it'll turn up to go higher wattage. And if I plug it in the other way around, it will be going down for higher wattage. And I can never work out which is which. Do you know why these connectors make life easy? So, put that on there. Pop that on there, and a couple of old batteries. Just do for a quick test. I don't know if this will show on the camera. Do I have one of those days? Right. So, in fact this won't show on the camera because I've just connected the phones. So basically, that connected up DNA. Now, just grab an atomizer. And in theory, press this, you hear a nice big sizzle there. Excellent. Well, it very definitely is not straight. What I should have done was connected an old atomizer to it while I was putting it in. But on camera, of course, you forget these things. But yeah, it'll be alright. I can live with that for now. I'll just to be adjusted later. So we know that it's working. It's some voltage over there. Let's have a look. As soon as I got a new meter. Pretty. Right. This is a rebuildable. Connect one probe to one pin. And one to the other, and hopefully when I press this, oh, it's got a 5.1 volts. So turn this clockwise all the way. I think the way I've got it connected, this should have gone down now. I'll leave this phone on camera. There you go, 3.35. So that means I need to disconnect this and swap it around. So now this should give me go up to somewhere near 6 volts or something. Mistaken. I don't know, 5.1 must be near to maximum. So that's it. So anti-clockwise will go down and at the bottom. Just to prove exactly what's happened. There you are, 3.34. It's all working nicely. Daz has been missing this, so just for him. There's a beep. Alright, so that's now a working DNA mode. I don't know when you're finished. So, as you'll see, I've left rather a lot of wire on here, a lot more than you really need. And that's just to make my life easier showing you this, and also easier to fit everything in place. So you never quite know where you're going to end up with stuff. So and as you will see, I've had a short. Oh dear, that was clever, wasn't it? You see there, that battery's collapsed. That spring's collapsed even. Where am I? Oh dear, yes. My bad soldering. shorted out these two connectors. Right, give me 2 seconds, I'll be back a bit later on and show you how to fix it. And go back. You see, me being lazy and skipping steps on making the mod, one thing I didn't do was add this, which is heat shrink plastic. And what you should really do is add a length before you solder, just a small amount, and slide it up over these connectors, and just with a hairdryer, blowtorch, whatever, gently heat the plastic, and it'll shrink over this and seal it all up so you don't get a short between the pins. So what happened here is all my faffing around one of these pins turned around, causing the solder to short between the two. On the worst one possible, the battery. So these are definitely heat springs, the hot springs, and this one shorted straight down. The other one would have gone the same if it had a chance. So, live and learn. Right, so next job. All I did with the heat spring, I've just pulled it back out for now. But if you do have a collapsed spring, I recommend replacing it if you can find a replacement. I have spare ones that I've taken out of other mods, so I can replace it with one of these, and I'll just screw off the end. It's not easy to do, but you can unscrew them and replace the single one, or replace this whole section if you have space. Always good to have space. Right, so leaving that for now. Where does this go? Here. I'll go down in there like that. Atomizer. See, even with all this excess wire, there's still not a great deal of room to spare. So push all the wires down. In fact, I might need to, when I'm finished, I might need to extend these wires to get a bit more room to play with. But for now, I'll just leave that one loose in there for now. What I would do is, once I've finished, I might glue this in with probably hot glue. That way it's easy enough to take back out again if you ever have to. And as you'll see, these are shorted out again. So saying if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. And it has gone wrong. So positive is here. Let's do this in the right order, it would be so much simpler, wouldn't it? You can't even see what I'm doing, can you? switch on there. Charger on there. And this come off. 2 ticks. See you next part. Okay, so I've shown 2 very important lessons here today. 1, don't cut corners. 2, everybody makes mistakes. And what I'm going to have to do is go away. So for next time, I'm going to remove all these connectors, add heat shrink, clean up all the contacts, and make sure everything is insulated nicely. I'm probably not going to be using actual pop-out connectors next time. I'll just be going straight onto the wires, straight onto the post of this bottom connector, because I'm going to be a little bit tight on room to fit in anyway. I live and learn. So until the next show, have fun and try not to worry about anything. Whatever you do, you can probably fix it afterwards. There we go. Catch you all next time.
Liberty Flight sponsors 10-Year Tip with Gary Dibley. Sponsored by Liberty Flights.
He's good, isn't he, Mark? I love his down-to-earth approach, don't you? It's really good. He doesn't pretend to know it all, and I like that. Saying that, he knows a hell of a lot more than me. Although, between the three of them, and I mean Mark, Gary, and of course Barry. Who could forget Barry Dribblier? Learned loads from him. I'm learning. Anyway, without any more ado, how often do I say that? And there's always an ado, isn't there? There's always an ado. I'm enjoying my line, by the way. On the line today. Although, I must admit, and I'm going to say this before I go any further because I'll forget, I'm liking that. Now, I know there was a lot of controversy, but I bought one of these DSAs from Toby over at iVapor because I wanted to see if they were for me. And I like it. I like it. I've had it a while now. Well, you know how long they've been out. And I like the way the juice sort of collects down there and feeds that 306. It's nice. So I'm going to be buying a proper one. I will be. Trust me. Anyway, now I'm going to go over to Daz's video about the Eco Twist. Here you go.
Hey guys, it's me again. It's been a little while, I know. You'll find that, well, nearly all the videos, this is my regular setup now, unless I do it from my new camera, but I don't know how to edit the video on Movie Maker yet. Anyway, that's something for me to sort out, not you. And I have a review for you. So what I did was I always pay attention to my fellow vapers on YouTube and just see what's out and about there. And I've heard the Eco Twist being bantered about a lot recently, so I looked at some reviews and decided that I should get myself one. So this is what I'm going to be doing the review of, which is the Eco Twist. Now, what I love about this, because I'm getting myself quite a little collection now, so I've got my lava tube, my silver bullet, my variable voltage tin, and the Inagini IO, which I really still like this little device as well. This is the latest addition to my collection, which is the Eco Twist. I ordered this from e-cigs, and I'll pop a link underneath, and it was 34 £34 exactly. I'll do a quick read out. So what this is it's for anybody who wants to try variable voltage who currently doesn't. And the voltage is between 3.2 and 4.8 volts. The one that I've ordered is the 1000 milliamp hour, and it says it'll deliver a great vape for many hours. In the kit is what I'm going to go through with you, where you get the batteries and a couple of tanks and that's what I'm going to go through with you now. It also, just for the purpose of on here, it says just add the e-liquid and it's a perfect kit warranty. It's got a warranty for 28 days on the battery, and that is the read up of it. So just bringing it back to me. Okay, so what do you get? Well, in with it you get a travel case. Now again, this is not the best camera, but it's better than the one that I have been using, so it is a lot clearer. And inside, there's nothing in it, but inside basically you'll find that you get two Vision Egos, long wick ones, and you will get the battery, and you'll also get the charger. It comes with just one battery, so if you're looking for an extra battery you'll need to buy a separate one. And this is the battery. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that it looks exactly like a normal Ego battery, just like a normal one. What makes it different is this bottom bit here. Okay, now I'm going to put it up close. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. But there's a little dot. Now you won't be able to read the number. Oh yes you can. Where the writing is, directly below that there's a little dot. Now you'll not be able to see the writing, but engraved on the bottom is the voltage from 3.2 to 4.8, and so you can set it by twist. That's why they call it ego twist. You twist the bottom to set it to the desired voltage, and it's as easy as that. Now, unlike the likes of the lava tube, this has to take an 18650 battery. This is still a battery in itself, so you don't have to put any battery in there. All that you do, just like you would a normal ego battery, is with your charger, is pop it in, twist it, plug it into your USB device, and you're ready to go once it's on a full charge. Charging does take a couple of hours, but you do get a lot of hours out of this. I don't vape on it all the time, so I would say that I'm getting over a day, but bearing in mind is the fact that I'm not vaping this all the time. So that is the little ego there. I'll just pop the vision back on and I'll show you how it vapes. I'd need to switch the fan off though. If you do hear that whirring noise, it's incredibly hot in here today, so I've got a fan on. And right, this is how it vapes. So it vapes really well, and that was on, it will be 3.7 that was on. So I'm just going to turn it up to 4. Now this packs a good kick, and the reason that I wanted to do the review of this is, if you're thinking about getting something like this, think about something like that instead. Now I'm not dissing this, I'm not dissing it at all, but the maximum that I'll vape on a lava tube is about 4.2. That will perform just as well. And I find myself using this more and more and more alongside that I do the lava tube. So it's a really good starter variable voltage device, definitely to get yourself started. So that is the Ego Twist. It's just like an Ego battery, nothing much different. Has the same safety feature, so the button lights up, and then if you press it 5 times, switches itself off, and then switches itself on again. So another good feature about it. Really good buy, definitely well worth it. So that's really it. There's nothing else that I can more or less say about it other than it does what it needs to do. So if you haven't got yourself one and you're thinking about getting one, then yeah, definitely get one. If you know somebody who's been vaping for a little while and they want to play around with variable voltage and they don't want to get into the realms of this, then point them in this direction for a variable voltage. Little Ego Twist, definitely very well worth it, and it's an amazing little gadget, really is. Thumbs up, definitely thumbs up to it. And I'm going to finish on this now. So I think that's going to be the end of it. I've got a faster internet connection, so I want to try and see what the upload does now and how long it takes. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks very much for watching. See you at the next video, and as always, happy vaping.
I can't wait to see that finished. To see him actually, you know, showing us all about it and things. It's really good. Really good. I love listening to these videos and watching them. I find them very relaxing. I don't think I'm alone in that. I think a lot of people do. Would sit and watch them, not necessarily with the view of making one, but appreciate how they're made and how well, you know, they're made, and how much effort the people who make these put into them. So I'm looking forward to the next part. Before we go, I just want to make a little comment on everything I've been reading about Vape Fest 2012. There's not a lot up on the boards at the minute, but I noticed there's a couple of morning minis. Can I just say, after having organised the first Vape Fest, I know how hard it is, and I know how much work goes into it and how exhausting it is for the organisers on the day. So try and understand that when you go to these events, they are social events primarily. They're social events. They're an opportunity for vapers to meet vapers. And yeah, you discuss, you know, what e-cigs you've got, and you say, oh, I've got this and I've got that, and how does this work, and how does the Darwin work, and all that sort of thing. Here's the opportunity of meeting your fellow vapers and finding out before you buy. So if you don't enjoy it, it really is your own fault that you're not making the most of the opportunity. But have a little bit of gratitude for those people out there, people like Wayne, people like Scott, Gary Dibley, Fiona, and lots more who put a hell of an effort into that and made it a huge success. So I just wanted to say my little piece. Okay? Well done, Wayne, well done everybody. Fantastic job. Right, and I've got a gripe. It's the usual one. Ugh. Annoys the hell out of me. You go to the loo and this bean, hasn't he? And I swear to God he doesn't ring the bloody bell. So on that note, I'm going to play you my video that I love to play whenever I'm really annoyed about one of these. Catch you next time. Ta-ra.
I hear the mailman coming, he's right around the bend. And I ain't seen my vape supply since I don't know when, but I'm waiting on the mailman, and time keeps dragging on. But that mailman keeps me waiting until my juice is gone. When I became a vapor, told myself I'd take a stance, keep one eye on the juice supply and order in advance. But I filled up all my cardos and let the vapor fly. When I don't see the mailman coming, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks vaping with a fancy cartomizer. They're probably drinking coffee, vaping 555, but I know I had it coming. I know that shipping's not free. But those people keep a vaping, and that's what tortures me. be a vaping little farther down the line, closer to the mailman. That's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome vapor blow my blues away.
Liberty Flight sponsors 10-Year Tip with Gary Dibley.